Well, if you haven't heard by now, this year's Kentucky Derby will have a new edition, a sweet edition at that. For the first time ever, the annual Run for the Roses will feature the Vidalia Onion on its menu. Yes, the world famous Vidalia Onion. Welcome to another edition of Meals from the Field. As always, I am joined by Marcia Crowley. Good to see you
Good to
again,
see you,
Marcia.
Ray.
And we are excited about the Vidalia Onion.
That's very cool.
It is huge,
very cool.
Big deal.
Yep.
Which, you know, it reminds me, I think a great name for a horse, for a racehorse, would be Sweet Vidalia.
I agree with
Can
that.
you imagine that? And down the stretch they come, Sweet Vidalia taking over.
That's a cute name.
I like that. I like
Yeah.
that. If Bob Baffert, anybody, or the other trainers are watching, there you go, Sweet Vidalia for a horse name. What do we got?
Vidalia onions.
In honor of the Kentucky Derby,
Yeah.
we are doing Vidalia onions.
Right. And these are, I like them. They're good.
Mm-hmm.
They're a little bit different. This is a blue cheese crusted Vidalia onion, which goes great with steak. This is 6 cups of sliced Vidalia onions that are not cooked.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to mix together 6 tablespoons of butter, a 6-ounce thing of blue cheese, 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce. I guess I'm saying that right.
You are.
And 2 teaspoons of dill. So that's kind of a different spice to use. You just kind of mix all that together. You're going to pour it over the onion slices like this. Spread it out the best you can.
Get out of your way there.
No, I don't do that. You don't need to do that. Then you're going to bake this at 350 for about 20 minutes and then put it under the broiler. Just stand there and watch it when you put it under the broiler, just to kind of brown it up a little bit. But like I said, it's really, really good with steak or chicken.
Kind of just kind of spread it out over the steak?
Kind of spread it over, yeah, or to eat it as a side.
Okay.
It's good. And I made a little mess right there. Good thing I have this. Okay, the next one is, can I move this out of the way?
You can do whatever you want. It's your kitchen.
No, it's really not my kitchen. But this is a rustic tart. And it's so fun to make because it doesn't matter if you don't have to have a real pie crust. I mean, you don't have to hand make the pie crust. This is store-bought. So this is the pie crust, which I've kind of stretched out a little bit. And that's an egg wash, white egg wash on the bottom. This is 4 large Vidalia onions. I sauteed it in butter and rosemary leaves. You just put that kind of right in the center. You want to leave a 2-inch border around the crust.
You don't want them like falling out the side of the crust?
No, because then we're going to, we're getting ready to fold this crust up around it.
Oh, there's more stuff that goes inside
stuff. Yes. We've got 3/4 of a cup of cheese, and you're supposed to put half of it on the bottom, but I forgot to do that. So we're going to put it all on top.
Would you like me to scoop the onions
Yeah, why don't
out?
you do that one
That's
by
okay.
one? Get it out of there for me. All right, you're going to put cheese there, and then you're going to put 4 slices of cooked crumbled bacon. Notice I did not forget the bacon.
No, you cannot forget bacon.
And a little bit of fresh rosemary for the top.
We would have gotten a lot of nasty emails had you forgotten
the bacon, I know. Then you're going to take this pie crust and you're going to gently pleat it and fold it. And this is a little dry because of the lights. It won't be that bad when you do it at home. Just fold it up like this, all around it.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're going to put like I said, this was a little dry, but because of the lights. Then you're going to do another egg wash on top of that.
I got some bobby pins if you want me to.
Yeah, be good.
Don't ask me what I'm doing with bobby pins.
I was not even going to go there, Ray. You're going to bake this at 425 for about 15 minutes. And this is really good with meat as well. But this is a hit. It's kind of a cheater's pie, you know, because you really don't have to have a lot of skill to fold that up there. All right, let me move that.
But we want people to think you have skills.
Well, I do, but just
you
not.
You do. I mean, but for me, if I'm making that, I want
Just
people
not
to think
right
I have
there.
skills.
I didn't.
So, what else we got next?
All right, this has absolutely nothing to do with Vidalia onions, but it is a strawberry pie.
Okay.
And I cannot take credit for this.
Okay.
I lifted it right out of a real popular cookbook. But it's very good. This is 3/4 of a cup plus 2 tablespoons of sweetened condensed milk. 2 teaspoons of lemon juice and homemade whipped cream. I don't know that I would. You could probably substitute the kind you buy. I don't know if it would be as good, but.
And we should mention the whipping cream is time sensitive, correct?
It's very time sensitive.
Okay.
You need to do it right ahead. All right, I'm going to mix those two together. Fold in a cup and a half of strawberries. And I'll put the whipped cream recipe on your website in case somebody wants to try to do this. It's really not hard.
Okay.
And you're going to fold all that in. Pour it in a graham cracker crust, which I happen to really like a homemade graham cracker crust better, but in the essence of time, we bought it. And it needs to be a deep dish one. And I think the package says 2 more servings than a regular graham cracker crust. And you're going to freeze this at least 6 hours and take it out a few minutes before you want to serve it. And it's so good. I wouldn't have cheated if it wasn't that good. It's worth it.
Now you want to really impress me?
What's that?
Fold the pie crust over like you did the tart.
Okay, let's try that next time. How's that? Hey, the way I'm going today, I'm lucky I didn't get the pie crust confused. And that's it.
That's it?
That's it. Very good. And I'm telling you, it's to die for.
So 3 dishes for your race party.
Yep.
You can't beat it. And like I said, I know here in Georgia, a lot of us are excited about having the Vidalia
That's really
Onion
very
at the
cool.
Kentucky Derby, which, by the way, is next week. And if you want to make these next week while you're watching the race at home, you can do so by logging on to farm-monitor.com. As we always mention, there are just tons of recipes on there. Everything is listed out there for you in detail. Very easy to follow. I can do it. And again, I'm picking Sweet Vidalia for the win.
I am too. My money's on that.
My money is on Sweet Vidalia, and my money, as always, is on Marcia Crowley.
Oh,
Marcia,
please.
thank you so much for joining us. Good to
Thank
see
you,
you again.
Ray.
We will see you next month, and we will see you next month.